Mr. Bode just said if the court affirms Tinubu as the president, he will not attend his inauguration. Please guys, watch the video. Do not forget to like, share and leave your comments. Thanks for watching.
Uh, you granted an interview recently on another platform in which you were quoted as saying, with your green passport, you can live anywhere in the world. But some people, your critics, they are saying, yes, you can live anywhere in the world, but in Lagos, you didn't support Sanwo-Olu. The Ome Eko Pataki didn't choose Sanwo-Olu. At the federal level, you didn't support Tinubu, and you even promised that you will leave Nigeria if Tinubu wins. So some people have been sending me messages. They are saying, when is Chief Bode George leaving town? Because Tinubu is now president-elect.
Just listen. No, yeah, he's president-elect. The game is not over. It is not over. If we want to be honest with ourselves, if we want to have the fear of God in ourselves, it is still pending. This man, people have now filed their cases before the judiciary to take a decision. And I pray to God that they will look at it objectively and give us a lasting solution to these perennial problems in this country. We were promised, in fact, Oga Patapata himself said unequivocally that the legacy he intends to leave will be a free, fair, and just election. That the process would depart from the past mess that we used to do. And so everybody turned out, people were happy at the presidential elections, only to find out that downloading, uploading, all these stories started flying all over the place. It was disgraceful. The handling of the whole election. As a Nigerian, I felt really I'm almost 80 years old. I can decide to go and live the rest of my life in peace. What is, remember, I was in the Navy. I have been to so many parts of the world, and I can still go back and spend the rest of my life there in peace, where there will be water, money will be available, food will be available, even in Cotonou here, next door, security will be available. That's all I need. And for my children and grandchildren to be well. All I need to do, very soon, I'm going to quit and get out of partisan politics. Because all the 25 years we've been struggling, working, trying to make this country the pride of the world, the giant of Africa. We are no longer even invited to meetings of the G20 in the world. So what is going on? Okay. I don't want to be here. Today this is missing, that one is missing, and you are telling me, oh, they have a solution? Look at the crisis we had. How would your mind, look at it, Ruben, I want you, because I know you are very analytical mind, and Rufai, no money, no food, no water, no electricity, security was wobbling. And then you tell us that, oh, we massively voted for that same party, for that government to return to power? Come on. Who are we?
Okay, sir.
In any civilized country, little as Cotonou here, that party will be voted out because everybody is in pain.
Okay, sir.
Let's face the truth.
Okay, sir.
You know, it's only the truth that will liberate this country. It's only the truth that will free us from the abyss in which we are.
Okay, sir. I can see how you feel, sir. But like you said, and like Dr. Bati did say, you are a man of your word. You said that you were going to leave.
Yes.
So I think the question a lot of Nigerians are asking is that, when are you leaving town? You know, because if you've complained about all of this,
not over.
So is it after the election petition?
Yes.
If it doesn't go in your favor, are you going to leave town then? And I also want to ask you, there was in a place where a report
on the papers that you said that the president-elect is not competent to be able to fix the problems of Nigeria. Can you tell us more as regards that? Why do you think so? And the second question is, when are you going to leave town? If things do not go in your favor, are you going to leave town? All right. When is it going to be? Because you said you were going to leave, that you couldn't have stayed in a country where Bola Tinubu was president-elect.
Yeah. Let me tell you. Let me explain it. I can go and leave. It doesn't mean I will tear my passport like the others, the young people who tore their passports. I won't tear my passport. I won't tear it because that's my place of birth. But I have gone up to a level where for the rest of my life, I'm quitting partisan politics. It is so mind-boggling. It is so people, the traits, the thoughts, my upbringing, you tell the truth, you meet all kinds of characters, and these characters are the ones that are now handling the affairs of your country. And I've told you some of these issues that are very germane. I want to be, even if it's one cocoon village somewhere, to live in peace, where if I want to go to my bank, have some money, I will have the money. If I want to go and buy food in the market, I will be able to do it. It can be Kutonu. It doesn't mean I will never come back to Nigeria because I still be a Nigerian. But better part of my time, it could be Kutonu here, or Ghana, or even in Finland, or anywhere in the world. But that's my choice. When I will go, I will decide. We are all waiting. The game is not over. We are going to wait on the outcome of the judiciary. I have relations here. That doesn't mean I will never come back to Nigeria. If I said I'm going to be out, I'll go and spend more time there. Am I going to look for a job now? Who will employ me now? One old Baba man going with walking stick all over the place.
Sir.
All I need to do, read some papers, read some books, and relax.
Okay.
That's all I need for the rest of my life.
Okay, sir. You said the president-elect is not competent to
I
fix
have
the
no
problems of
apology
Nigeria.
for saying that.
Okay, you said the president-elect is not competent to fix the problem of Nigeria. Can you expatiate that, sir?
I have said this severally, and I don't want to embody myself this early morning to be saying it. They are all in court now. All right? Decisions will be made by the judicial officers. Let us await the outcome. What I have said in the past, whether it will come to fruition or not, I don't know. They have done their front loading of their petitions and all that. And if you've been reading and listening, you've been having all kinds of fireworks that are going on. People are disenchanted because the way the elections went, we were not happy. Not because they voting something. The way it was handled requires some modicum of respectability. And since we're not getting that, I said, look, let us calm down. We told our members in Lagos and the elders that we should calm down. Let's see what comes out from the court. We have given our observations. Foreign observers have given their observations. The lawyers will also look at the rights, the wrong. And I pray that the Almighty God will work in their minds to dispense justice. Because justice, the Lady of Justice, if you see it in the court, is blindfolded with a sword and a scale. He doesn't know who you are. He listens to the facts and dispenses justice accordingly. We need a lot of prayers in this country now that the Almighty God will work on the minds of our justices and handle this case professionally, that will make us proud. And whatever decisions they make, if I don't like it, there's nothing I can do. I will move away from politics. I become non-partisan. I will make my comments when I want. I can travel because I will no longer be bogged down party meeting, that meeting, and whatever meeting, because it's so heart-wrenching. You
Well,
keep
Chief,
banging and banging. How can somebody get up in this is my state and take cutlasses, whips, and be beating people, say, if you Igbo, you will not vote. And if you are not going to vote for APC, we won't allow you to vote in 21st century.
which is what I wanted to ask you about. Yes, I was going to go there.
You came naked. And the day the Almighty calls your flight, you go out naked.
Well, Chief,
let us make sure that the system works for our people,
I get your point, that there are matters in court and that, the court will do its work. What if it happens at the end of the day that the court affirms the election of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and then he has been calling out to everybody for reconciliation, for unity. He's been saying, let us work together.
Yeah.
And then ahead of the May 29 inauguration, he sends you an invitation to the May 29 ceremony in Abuja. Will you congratulate him and also attend the inauguration as another statesman from his home state?
Ruben, you are trying to trickle me. As a civilized and indefatigable Nigerian who has been trained by this nation, who has been exposed to a lot of high-level training, both in the military, went to one of the best colleges, I cannot but say I am happy. It is not Bode George. It is the system. It is the country. Would the country be happy if we will read? I know I'm not a lawyer, but lawyers, we will read the details that will come out from the judgment. And our lawyers will interpret to us. I hope it won't be too many legal jargon. But to say I will now physically carry myself at this old age is not my party. It's a celebration of what? I pray that God will work on their minds, because prayers are more powerful than ordinary human power. So I believe in God and I believe in his miracles. A good friend of mine told me that whatever happens in life, we should just accept. But you see, as a Christian, I believe it is John chapter 8, verse 32. If you are a Christian, go and see it. Tell the truth, and the truth shall set you free. That's what that verse says. Tell the truth, and the truth shall set you free. That's what the Almighty God has told us. I want to appear there on the day of resurrection. That have you been able to do? How much of the work that I gave you did you do? I want to be able to stand up and face my Creator. That yes, sir, I made some mistakes here and there, but these are the things that I was able to do. David himself made some mistakes in his life. God forgave him and still made him one of the best kings of Israel. So we will see. If they invite me, I won't go because it's not my party. It will be party celebration. And if you had, but let me say this. Bola is not my enemy. I don't hate him as a human being. I have no right to hate anybody. When I lost my son, he wrote me a beautiful letter. But we are talking about issues that affect our nation. That's all. And if we're going to start celebrating, I hope that the judgment will be fair. We listen. All of us, we are educated. We know we're not lawyers. But we will read in between lines and decide You remember the 12 to 3rd saga, 19 states, 12 to 3rds. You saw the dissenting judgment by Justice Esho and the other justice from Edo State then. And the main judgment by Justice Fatai Williams. Those things have gone into history. So I plead with us, not for me now, but for the younger generations coming. History is so vital. If you don't learn about your history, you are bound to make and repeat the same mistakes in the future. That's what we are all talking about. Now, I could have been sitting in my house and say, I have no interest there. Every human being is a potential politician. I'm not talking about politician, but real politicians.
All right. I'd like to say a very big thank you for your time. But as we wrap up, I just want to pick your brain on something. If you didn't support Atiku Abubakar for presidency, you never came out to openly endorse Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And I was never seeing you supporting Mr. Peter Obi. Then who did you support for president or vote for?
Rufai, you're talking to an old man here. We have a saying in my part of the world, Obeki min kwagba. It was personal. I wasn't representing Nigeria. I wasn't representing anybody. On that day, it was me and the ballot box. So whoever I voted for remains within me. I won't. You have made your own analysis, but it is my responsibility to say, okay, maybe in my memoirs, I would exchange my details at that time so that the younger generations whom one is mentoring them will be able to learn. The reasons why I fell out with a young man who was our candidate was because, like we say in my part of the world, Omotoba Nokpa Niyengbe. So if a child is crying and is folding his arm, the mother won't say, why are you crying, why are you crying? But if he's raising her hands and say, mommy or daddy, please, please, you will carry that child. So it is just not a one-way track. But for me, at my age, at my level in this party, I will not do the post-mortem analysis of our party in the marketplace. The details will be said at the appropriate time.
Thank you so much.
And I want to thank you guys too for giving me this opportunity to bear my mind. But finally, I want to plead with all members, don't destroy this party. Both you and the others should sheath their sword. At the end of the court judgment, whichever way it goes, we may still be declared the winner.
Okay.
You never know.
Thank you so much for your time.
Then we will go back to the party secretariat and do a post-mortem analysis
Thank you so much.
to make sure that the mistakes committed in the past will not repeat themselves. Thank you.